prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Let's talk a little bit about recruiting. Had a lot going on yesterday. I wasn't in the Talkin VAWLS studio. Couldn't make a video when the news broke. Not really news, but Tony Mitchell, five-star corner out of Alabama, broke the internet. Vol Twitter went nuts. A lot of you guys were messaging me saying, Boogie, you got to cover this. You got to talk about it. You got to make a video. Recruiting at the University of Tennessee is blowing up for the class of 23. So what I want to talk about is just how many five stars can Tennessee legitimately sign. You know, we talk about the Nico effect and how he has that it factor, man. He's got that it factor. Kids want to be around and play football with Nico. So we're going to take a realistic look at who Tennessee is in the mix for. But before we get going, do me a favor, smash that like button just below the video. You guys know the deal. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, helps the channel. Let's play the analytics game of YouTube. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders, we are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or drop a video. We're going to be live on Sunday evening. It's going to be a fan call-in show. Fan call-in show, you guys get to come on, hang out. We'll talk about whatever you want. Recruiting, we'll talk about the spring. We'll talk about predictions for the fall. Just a fun conversation. Make sure you join the channel. You can do it for as little as 99 cents a month, or if you want to give a little bit more, it goes all the way up to $10 a month. You can financially support what we do. But that's enough talking shills. Let's jump into it. This is the tweet. This is the tweet that kind of set everybody off. Hayes Fawcett, five-star safety / corner. Tony Mitchell tells me that Tennessee has now emerged in his top schools list. The top 20 player in the 23 class was committed to the Vols before he played a down of high school football. Now, that is the case. Now, if you look at a little bit of history on Tony Mitchell, eighth grade year, he commits to Tennessee, and then he ends up backing off of that commitment, kind of opens up his recruitment. Honestly, I don't even think that should be a thing. I don't think you should be able to really offer kids that early. Maybe their junior year, I think you should be able to offer and they can commit whatever. But eighth grade, come on, give me a break. That's a little much. But he, looking at his bio here, it says when he finally got to high school, made an impact, won state titles his freshman and sophomore years, but just a top level talent. And that's what we are seeing. Multiple guys around this Tennessee program talking about this Tennessee coaching staff. And yes, there are some major factors involved in that. First of all, NIL. Let's not be stupid. NIL is a huge factor, but also Nico. Getting Nico to commit early, and he said he was going to go to work on the recruiting trail, getting top-level talent to join him on Rocky Top. But you can't overlook this coaching staff. Yes, Nico plays a part of it. Yes, NIL plays a part of it. This coaching staff did an amazing job coming in to an absolute dumpster fire. Guys, rewind. Let's rewind back to January of 2021. We were at rock bottom. We were coming on this channel absolutely bottom of the barrel. They have rebuilt this brand in just a little over a year and making it a popular place, a destination place for top-level talent all across the country to come play football. Let's take a look at who Tony Mitchell is. Again, he can play corner or safety. 6'2", 180 pounds, out of the state of Alabama. He is a five-star prospect. If you look at the 24/7 composite, he's the number 3rd ranked player in the state of Alabama, 3rd ranked corner in the country, and also ranked 20th nationally overall. Now, again, he is out of the state of Alabama. He's about an hour away from the University of Alabama, guys, and that is where a lot of people think he is trending. He's got several crystal balls sending him to Alabama, but this is a kid that can play anywhere in the country. He can go anywhere he wants to go. You look at his offer list, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, A&M, everybody's on the list. He can go anywhere he wants. He is a game changer. We talk about Nico being a game changer on offense. We talk about guys on the defensive side of the ball that are game changers that Tennessee is in the mix for. We'll get into that in just a second. but this is a kid that you could add in the secondary that could come in and start from day one. That's the type of player that he is. Let's get into the scouting report. Again, over at 24/7 Sports, says possesses ideal size for his position at 6'2", 180 pounds, appears to possess growth potential to add additional weight to his frame, displays good athleticism in multiple positions throughout the secondary. Long, reactionary defensive back with fluid hips that transit. Everybody on the VAWLS General's quarters is going to like that. He has fluid hips that transition smoothly in and out of breaks. More of a smooth-hipped athlete than he is quick-twitch explosive. Appears to have a good short area quickness and change of direction ability. Displays good patience and suddenness as a man-to-man slot defender. Okay, now you want me to put him in the star position. Let's put him in the star position, starting day one, a true freshman, and let's go. Says he possesses above average play speed, could see a natural progression to a deep middle defender or as a nickel from his corner position. That's interesting. Flashes some key and diagnose ability in the short to immediate part of the field. Willing run sport defender with the ability to play in space. Demonstrates some ability to play the ball, but has limited ball production. Says he plays multiple positions throughout the secondary, but appears most comfortable as a slot defender and as a deep safety. Has the ability to play corner if needed, but more than likely projects as a safety at the next level. High processing player that wins with instincts more than physical traits. Will add value in multiple special teams units. Projects as a high impact starter at the Power 5 level. Will likely need a year to develop before making considerable contributions. When you read through that scouting report, the first thing I would do if I was Tim Banks, if I was Willie Martinez and I was talking to this kid, first thing I'm going to do is show him what we did with Theo Jackson. I'm going to show the progression, the development, and what Theo Jackson brought to the table. Then I'm going to show him the film of Brandon Turnage stepping in, playing one game in that star position while Theo Jackson was out. And I'm going to tell him this can be you. We know how to get production from the star position. You fit this spot perfectly. Come to Tennessee. Now I'm going to sit back and let Spire Sports Group go to work. I'm going to sit back and watch Nico go to work, but I'm going to show him that he can come to Tennessee. We can make him a star, and we can get him to the league because that's what a lot of these kids care about. That's Tony Mitchell. Now let's go on to the last thing, the last graphic here on the Hayes Fawcett tweet. Could we see the Vols land 3 5-stars? He's got the pictures there. Nico Iamaleava, again, already in the boat. Carnell Tate, 5-star wide receiver out of Florida. And then you've also got Tony Mitchell there. If you ask me today, Boogie, do you think, can this football team, does Josh Heupel in the class of 23 land 3 5-stars, more or less? Where do you put it? Let's put it at 2.5. Let's put the over-under at 2.5. How many 5-stars does Tennessee land in the class of 23? Guys, I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over, and I'm taking it all day long because so many people, again, over the last 2 decades, when you look at recruiting at Tennessee, the type of talent, the caliber of player that is around Knoxville right now, that is interacting with this coaching staff, that has legitimate interest, whether it's for NIL money or whether it's for style of play or whether it's because of Nico, it does not matter. It has been a long time since we've had this level of talent interested in the University of Tennessee. Can they seal the deal? Can they close the door on a guy like Tony Mitchell? I would say Tony Mitchell's probably a long shot. Austin Price over at BallQuest, they asked him about it. He said Tennessee is in the mix. It was a dogfight just to get in the mix. Now it's going to be an even bigger dogfight to close the door on Tony Mitchell. But a guy that I like, a guy that I see in the boat is Carnell Tate. And that goes back to the Kyler Casper thing. The Kyler Casper tweet, Carnell Tate says, let him know. Carnell Tate seems to be heavily active on social media in the world of Tennessee, Vol Twitter. And yes, some of these guys, maybe they're trying to build their brands. I like Tennessee's odds to land Carnell Tate. Again, 5-star wide receiver out of Florida. He's got the predictions to Ohio State. What I hear sounds like a bidding war. Sounds like it's going to come down to NIL. Can they close the door on Carnell Tate? Again, I'm putting the over-under at 2.5. I think Carnell Tate is a Vol. Brandon Ennis, another 5-star wide receiver out of Florida. I don't see this one happening. I don't see it happening. He's showing a little bit of interest. A lot of it's going to come down to how many of these guys can you get on campus. Tony Mitchell, a guy that was supposed to visit earlier in April, can they get him on campus for the big event coming up in May? And the same goes for Brandon Ennis. Can they get him on campus? I think that's going to be key to closing the door on a guy like Tony Mitchell or a guy like Brandon Ennis. Another guy, Vic Burley. Two guys, we're going to lump them together. Vic Burley, Shandavian Bradley. 5-star prospects on the defensive line. Come play for Coach G, and you're going to get to the league. Rodney Garner, best defensive line coach in the country, hands down, no question asked. If you ask me between Bradley and Burley, can they land them both? Yeah, I think they can possibly land both, but I would almost guarantee they land one or the other. So that's another 5-star prospect in the boat. It's why I'm taking the over, because I think Tennessee lands at least 3 5-star prospects, if not more, in the class of 2023. Another, what I would maybe call a long shot, but this one fires me up. This one may be as important as any, and that is the 5-star offensive tackle out of Florida, Francis Mauigoa. Again, Nico to thank for this one, showing some interest in Tennessee, but I think that one is probably a long shot as well. But you guys know what to do. Hit that comment section. The over-under is at 2.5. How many 5-stars can Tennessee land in the class of 23? Hit that comment section and let me know. Make sure you do hit that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're still here, before you get out the door, go hit that thumbs up and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for showing up, showing out. Very generous the way you support this channel. We just hit 12,000 subscribers. So thank you. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the love. Onward and upward. Let's go get 13,000. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.